Oh, Donald, where are you? It's day 4. Still haven't heard anything from you, pal. But anyway, today I thought I'd bring my friend Marco with me to do this video message for you and see if we couldn't get your attention. Anyway, I was looking on the internet today. I cannot believe how many people actually want that job. But anyway, I was watching the news this morning, and you know, Marco Rubio had a pretty good comment for the Today Show, and that was, you know, it's not guns that are killing people, and it's not laws that are going to keep guns from killing people, because people that want to hurt people are going to do it, and they're going to find a way to do it no matter what. All right, our big question is we still got 6 questions that 68 million of us in America that own exotic animals such as Marco here would like you to answer at some point. So all we're asking for is this 15-30 minute sit-down meeting to actually get some of these questions answered and your opinion of what you can do to help us out and stop some of this criminal activity in the United States if you become president. Now, I think what's funny is you actually have a little bit in common there, Donald Trump. That is, you sent some fresh water to Marco Rubio, your own special land. Well, I'm going to send you some of mine because I've got some fresh spring drinking water made by yours truly, the Tiger King. And it might clear some of the senses and get you to come around and sit down and talk with me for just a few minutes. So expect a case of Tiger King water to show up someday in your office. And it's on me, so spread it around and have you a drink or two. But the main focus of all this, and I'm going to keep this up for 398 more days if I have to, if I live that long, I want to sit down with you, Mr. Trump, and talk to you about some real terrorist activities going on here in America with the animal world. And I'm sure you've got an open enough mind to sit down and talk with me. Just 15 minutes, that's all I'm asking. Here in America, we have a war in the animal world and the animal rights people in order to take our rights away. And 62.8 million people here in America own pets, and we'd like to know your comments and your concerns about a few issues. Question number 1. How do you feel about 501c3 organizations here in America that are scamming the public for hundreds of millions of dollars to take care of animals, and none of it goes to the animals? 90% of it goes to lobbyists to pass laws to further their agenda. 2, it seems like terrorist is the #1 topic anytime you turn the news on anymore. Are you aware that our own government, the United States Department of Agriculture, declared PETA a #1 domestic terrorist in the United States on November the 30th, 2009, and they're still a nonprofit tax organization here in America? How can you be a terrorist and get a tax break from your own country right here in America? 3, we'd like to know your opinion on how you feel on online bullying, not only of children, but adults, in the name of free speech, in order to bash somebody and ruin their reputation and their good name, only to make money for yourself and get away with it under the Declaration of Free Speech. 4, we'd like to know how come us Americans that own our own property, own our own houses, and pay taxes on them do not have the right to have our own pets that we choose to have on our property or in our homes. Number 5, do you not think that we Americans have the right to assume the risk of our profession, no different than a cop, a firefighter, an oil rig worker, or anyone else that has the assumption of the risk of their professions? It is our right. And please, if you become president, give us back our right. And number 6, one of the most important, and this kind of touched on your speech at the Oklahoma State Fair, about things being made in other countries and taxing them when they come into America. Do you not believe that it should be a right that any product made from the rainforest or an animal's habitat somewhere in the world should be taxed in order to be sold in America, and that tax money go back to helping rebuild the habitat and the rainforest so some of these animals don't become extinct in the futures to come? I'm Joe Exotic, and along with 62.8 million other people, we'd like to know if you have any answers for any of this. And you wouldn't believe the support you would get. But this war on American citizens and their animals has got to come to a stop. All right, well, that's the same 6 questions I started 4 days ago that we'd like to talk to you about, so still waiting.